Hello everybody. I was debating on just doing a YouTube video for this, but figured I might as well stream for a little bit. Nothing special today. We're just back with another episode of Push to Podium. I'm already in queue, because like I said, I wasn't sure if I was gonna record this or stream this, so... those that were here in the last episode know I had a pretty rough day, went like 0-4. But on the bright side, I should have showed this at the start, but I did catch the Luma Orphill. I finally got one in my radar, perfected it already, and so we'll get to use it today. I'm planning on this being a short stream. I would like to play to get 2 wins though, so that I can get my weekly mission for wins done. I didn't play enough this week to get the one for complete weekly missions, so we're just gonna go for the daily win, or the weekly wins, which is like 10 wins and I'm 2 away. First match we're up against Stupid. Member of Vanity with me. Cool guy, he was the one who loaned me the 2K for the Orphill Raiders I was running through. So it looks like he's kind of got a Babo and Nature Koish core with some other options just in case things go awry. This is the first match of the day, so kind of warming up is always sketchy. I think I banned the Mastion. I'm not too afraid of Koish Babua combo at this point, because I still have Orphill, and even Broccolum. We gotta show off the snake now that we got it. Get to see Chim as well. I think I'm just gonna split attacks here and hope that Orphill doesn't die to a P-Job CPG. You see the test, don't worry. Yeah, well, yeah, I'd rather have you guys see the little test message rather than not being able to see chat at all. So I don't mind that at all. But hello, Shatish, welcome. Be a short stream today. Just a couple matches, see if I get some daily wins. And the Koish there, because if Orphill goes down on the lead, like it's probably going to, I don't want to have to be, yeah, if then Broccolum gets banned and I have nothing to stop it. Now, as things stand, I still have options. You just wanted to say hi? Well, hello. No Minotaur. I don't know who's going to be better here. I think it's going to be Turok. Just because if I get in a situation versus double Babua with the Mimit, Rumper would die before it gets to move. But if Turbine is up on Turok, then I can still get hit off. Beating Pokemon Whack right now, already on the 8th gym. That breaks our contract. Deals off. You heard it here on stream now, deals off. I'm gonna use Faraday on the Skunch, push off the evasion so I can threaten a Digimove on it next turn. And we're just gonna Nox Bomb the Chimerian just for a lot of damage. Oh, like sure, I could have kept Orphill for the Babua in the back, but I think I can manage that later on. It's really not a whole lot of damage, but the main thing was getting the nullified off of it. Two-Wire should live, not well, but... Oh, nope, it just dies. Okay. I underestimated Chimerian's damage here. You think if they focused Orphle, they could have killed it? Based on how much damage Two-Wire took, I would say yes. Two-Wire's got more HP and more defense than Orphle. Or no, Orphle barely has more defense, but Two-Wire has more HP. I can double into any slot, or either one of these slots to kill it. However, if I ignore the Chimerian, it gets a Frond Whip off. Because I'd really like to get rid of the Scunch before Ninja's up. But that's just not going to be an option. If the Chimerian wasn't bait, I could have brought in Inky over Psypat. I don't think that would have been good either. They kind of have to kill Orphle this turn. No, they still have run. I wish I did 50% to the Chim. Then I could have just attacked Scunch with Psypat and everything would be good. I guess I could use Scunch to hit, or a Psypat to hit Scunch. But that could still be bad. I'll just do the double Nox Bomb. I don't want to take any risks. It's a really, really bulky Chimerian though. Suplex on the Orphle does a lot of damage for sure. I actually just see Baboa come in here. No, we see the Mimid on the Orphle. Or is the Mimid on the Scunch, which is really strange. I guess it's he wants to keep the melees up. Because my backline is really weak to melee. I'm not sure. This is kind of rough. Yeah, I was always getting ninja'd there. Might be down to, it's gonna be down to how fast is the Scunch. Ugh. See, the problem here is I think that's a max speed Mimit. And it's holding marbles. So what I really want to do here is double the Scunch, the left, or the Mimit. But I think I get outsped by it. In which case I would want to attack the right Scunch. I think either way, though, I kind of just got to double and hope for the best. Speed arrow not used in favor of me. That could be game ending, depending on... Yeah. So it must have been my two Turok was speed tying the Mimit, and the Mimit basically took down the entire health of Saipat. Yeah, that was just a rough prediction. I mean, on the off chance he Fiery Souls Inky here, I can maybe win. Big maybe. Nah, yeah. Maybe like a Quartz Dirt, Bright Beam Quartz Dirt. Quartz Dirt actually does more than T-Strike because of Mucus on the Baboa. And it's still, oh, it's barely a third of its health. That's exactly 50% without the Toxic Tick. That's funny. Yeah, that's gonna be GG. Unfortunate. It's not having luck. I did think about changing some of the team up. I said that after last stream. But I couldn't think of any way to do it. Well, I thought about putting Mastion on there for like a Lava Wave core, and then throwing maybe like a Speedy Gario. I was basically wondering if I wanted to change the team from being kind of like a really high damage to taking more advantage of the fast bulky Tems that I have, like Grumper, Broccolum, and just making it more, and even Turok, and making it more around that concept. But then I realized that I'm going to continue to lose to the really bulky offense teams like I was losing to yesterday. So I just don't see a great solution. I think at this point, since I have so many games on this team, I just continue playing with it and get more practice. And maybe, just maybe, swap out the Turok again, because it has nice type coverage. And it fits well with the team, like what the goal of the team is, but overall it still kind of sucks. It doesn't do enough damage to keep up. Doesn't. And it's still a little too squishy for my tastes. Volaran's really bad for this team. When Saipat, Giga Chad, Luma. As soon as I have the motivation to do a Digilair and find somebody that actually feels like doing a Digilair for Saipat of all Tems. Those two coming together at the same time is not something that happens often. Kip was nice and did a Saipat lair with me, but unfortunately did not get the hatch. Also done some with a couple other players, but we didn't quite make it to the end, unfortunately. Let's bring Turok, encouraging me to bring one of my melees so that they can pick Kinu for free. I knew if this Turok was bait or not, or even if it was fake beard, I would have still picked Broccolum with the 2-wire because I could push off the Nullify with the Isolated. Or if it was bait, just attacking it would push off both statuses. Lem looking for a Saipat Digipartner no one wants. I'm not sure what Lem means or if that's just a mistype. I'm just missing. But yeah. I'm gonna definitely ban the Kinu. My team still doesn't like Natures much. Losing Orphil sucks. I might have to save Chromion to deal with these Cernif later. Saipat will be pretty nice. Turok will be nice too. If I wanted to swap in Turok now, I could even. I think I'll hold on to it. I'm gonna bring Broccolum because it has a better matchup in Cernif. But really I would have wanted Grumper in every other situation. Because Grumper fares just fine against 2-Vine. It's pretty good against Mastion, Calibus. Okay, Marbles, any chip is nice. Doji's there for Saipat, everyone has one that you know. Yeah, exactly. A lot of players got them back in early access. Or like when they were starting out, just farming HPTVs in the Saipat patch. I never got one. Even if I did, I'm not sure if I would have held on to it. I've only ever traded away a couple Lumas, and I think I actually recovered 1 or 2 of them. So the only one I can think of that I'm still missing is a Luma Volphy. I traded ages ago, but it was a really good trade, so I don't regret it. It was bait. See, I could have led Broccolum and it would have been great. I just didn't know. H-Slap Stoneball, that's interesting. My own Turok's fine to come in here. I don't really need it against anything, but it'll be good to have on the field against Calibus too, so. And it resists Turok stabs, which is important. You only gave away duplicates, not selling OT. Yeah, I'm thinking way back when I had a full fert female Luma Volphy. It was nothing crazy. But somebody was trading a Luma Valash with really solid stats. And that was before, or it was in the long period where shoot. Calibus always swaps here, right? It was a long period where 5 and 10% radars weren't available, so having a Luma of one of those was really valuable. Made like 1.2 million off of it at the time, which was crazy. They had to be swapping in 2-Vine here. But at the same time, I just don't have the resources to spare to save Turok. Yeah, the Calibus swaps. 2-Vine comes in. Double melee into 2-Vine is nice. Rockholm gets evasion. Dwyer still doesn't have a lot of stamina to work with, which sucks, but okay. Yeah, 2-Vine swaps out there, but I get some chip damage on Calibus and have Turbine up. Does just under half. Which is very important. Nut bar, still bug to activate for 5 turns. Might as well click Inner Spirit against this team whenever it's available for Broccolum. Settling better than Colossity for Cernif? Yes, always. New settling is crazy good. Cernif hasn't revealed its item yet either. It could be building blocks. That would activate in 2 turns though. I have reset on 2-Wire, but I don't know if it's worth saving for that. See the Mastion sack here. It probably doesn't die, but it's still gonna hurt. Or be hurting. Yeah. First aid kit Mastion, really? Revitalize. Okay. Fun. Had the Mastion at 14%. Oh man. Okay. I could have doubled into the Mastion slot. As long as Saipat doesn't need a water cutting, we're okay. Yeah, there's a Gaia there. Building blocks? Yep, okay. Probably should have just sacked the Saipat. So I don't particularly need it for anything. Yeah, even resisted, that's starting to do a whole lot. I basically had to just pick my poison with the nature types. This team still loses really bad against natures. I banned, what was it, Vola first? I actually swapped my Chromion so that it has Rotten Goo over Toxic Torrent, so it would die to the Cerneef before it gets a hit off, unfortunately. Now Mastion living, getting the Revitalizer really threw me off. This match is looking just a little too doomed. My only chance is getting the Toxic Ink off on the Cerneef here. Venom Spread somehow like one-shotting the thing. And then Broccolum living long enough to get one more move off on the 2-Vine. Which is just way too much to ask for. Is this like a specially invested Calavis too? It used Water Blade, now Tsunami. This is so weird. Also, most Cerneefs don't even run Gaia anymore, they run Bush. Because Bush allows you to beat Doom. This guy has no way to beat Doom. Oh, let's try. I might even just get... Actually, I probably just get outsped by the Cerneef here. Nope. I get to click a move. Does it kill? It does. But Broccolum goes down. Still GG. I just didn't have the resources. I wonder if that Cerneef was actually attack invested, kind of like a Bruiser Cerneef. Hard to say. I think with all the information I gained, I definitely would have been able to beat him in a best of 3. Like knowing the Turok had. Oh, I'm not updating my win rate. Had bait turn 1, would have changed my pick ban entirely. Like picking 2-wire Broccolum into a lead where I know that my opponent has bait on Turok means that I can kill Turok turn 1 for free. Instead I had to burn like 3 or 4 attacks killing it, which is really bad. Yeah, I mean, I probably should have banned the Cerneef over the Kinu, because there weren't any really good raid boss targets for Kinu to heal. I was just afraid of getting denigrated to the end of my existence, since most of my team's special attackers. And how do I end up with like 8 wins with this team, and then go on a 6-loss streak like this? I feel like everyone kind of changed their entire way of play in the last day or two. Before I was facing teams that were faster mid-range teams, and that's what this was designed to beat, because that seemed to be the direction the meta was going. And now all I'm seeing is bulky offense, like borderline stall. Like sure, I know bulky offense never really fell off, but people stopped running it because essentially like a speed creep started hitting where bulky offense teams would need to get an advantage over each other. And so they would start investing a little bit of speed or play a little bit of faster Tems or Tems that have a bit more type advantage. Until eventually we ended up with a faster mid-range. But I guess everything's just kind of reset now. I don't know. And for anyone wondering why I'm running in circles in Sci Park or in Tamer's Paradise, is because I don't really have a. I don't want to start a radar the day before reset when it's going to be at Luma Sci Park tomorrow. I could go get ready to jump over to Sci Park. This season you play bulky aggro? Yeah. If everything's going to go back to bulky aggro, maybe I will just run my MSI team at the regional championships again. It's just so strong in the bulky offense. Has counters to all the main meta threats in it. Outside of Adoro, but Adoro's just permaban. So, I mean, genuinely, that would be the best thing to do. Like, I could change to that in this push to podium series as well, and probably get top 3 with not much issue. I really think it's a strong team this patch. One of the strongest I could possibly think of. It's just like, how many games do you think you can play with a team before it kind of gets old almost? I've played, I mean, if you ask Guile Dominic, I don't think there is a limit. But if you ask me, I'd say once you pass like 1,000 games, which is a ton, maybe not 1,000, maybe a few hundred, that's still kind of, like, maybe take a break. So that's kind of what I'm on. I'm kind of on a break from that team. Ice King, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 3 months too. You're so awesome. Really appreciate it. I said the Pookie Pond, I guess. You encounter Starla with my team, it was hard to beat. Yeah, and Starla has far less experience on it than I do. So, that's, yeah, and the fact that they buffed Broccolum and Saku makes it even stronger. It's kind of ridiculous. I've actually seen a lot of variants in Saku sets, though. I was kind of surprised about. Because I have not seen a lot of people running Narco Hit on it. And I suppose I could understand not running that, because neutrals aren't real popular. And some of the more popular melees are stuff like Mashuk, which are going to use wind moves on anyways. But one of the main reasons, and I mean, you're not seeing like Saku or Lawali either, which would be another reason to run it, because they resist both your stabs. You can hit like stuff like Tolkien on a swap. It opens up your item slots so you're not forced to run Energy Drink, though Energy Drink on a slow time like Saku is still pretty good. I don't know. Bro, Shatish. What are you doing? This isn't the team we agreed on. I've also seen people with Saku's not run Lifeful Sap either, which I think that is crazy. Lifeful Sap gives so much value. Okay. Huh. Hey, hey Shatish. This isn't the team we made together. What is this? Look, man, you're the one playing Adoro here, okay? Adoro's illegal in these parts. You're watching the championship, you believe Incognito mode is one of Connor's ults. He uses the same team core. I thought the same thing. But I've actually heard that his ult is Two-Tailed Horse. Mm, whether that's correct or not, couldn't tell you. But that's what I've heard. He needs something. Yeah, I mean, like, but there's a Kapire here. So why are you playing with 7 Tems? I love Kapire. It's just Liluch says it better than I do. Basically, the reason Kapire is bad isn't because it's Kapire. It's because it needs a partner that has the same goal as it. And Mooflank's the only one. Venmat's a bit too slow. Vental could almost be it, but Vental doesn't have priority, which hurts it. Because like, if you ban Mooflank out on this team, you lose both the Mooflank Kapire combo and the Mimit Mooflank combo. I'm not sure what the 2-wire does on this team. I guess it kind of gives you a lead with 2-wire Adoro. But having only one Toxic feels bad with 2-wire, in my opinion. Broccolum ban. Fair enough, fair enough. Two-wire's there to counter Tolkien. Why wouldn't you bring like a water type then? Ukama, Oshiara. Something. How dare I? You're the one playing Adoro. Where's the ultimate Tolkien counter? Leaving my stream? Alright, good luck, have fun. It's Cepheus' ult. Yeah, I mean, our Tickle Monster is Argan's, like, second base game ult, but I think he has a Showdown ult as well. What do I think of the ult convo? I feel bad that there's that many people who think ults are causing that much issue. I've never had that much issue with ults. I've played a lot of League, and so I understand the problem of Smurfs. Last Rush didn't account for that. It's like I feel bad, but I don't know how many new players realistically are having an issue with it. And if it's not too many, then I just don't know. I need numbers. I'm a numbers guy. If there genuinely are a ton of people who have issues with it, I would say, yeah, definitely we should do something. But I don't know if that's the case. I think it's just a couple people, and I think if you keep telling new players that ults are a huge problem in this game, they're going to ruin your entire experience, then yeah, that's what they're going to believe. Even if it's not actually the case. Fire is actually not hard to calc to live like a soil steam. It's got decent bulk after they buffed it a few times with its stat wise. But it's, I don't know, you gotta sacrifice some speed on it, and it's a speedier Tem, and you don't want to do that, so kind of rough. These are speed tied, unfortunately. I should have used... I think this is a really speedy move link, so it probably didn't matter that I didn't use whatever it's called, but... Didn't use Sludge Gift. Sludge Gift would have outsped, probably, but I don't know. Don't quite understand the panic of ults, and the showdown has 10 uses per day. Number of ults in the original game doesn't have a TMR if people just starting to play. Yeah, I mean... I feel like this is a type of game where you can learn info even from really rough matches, or just like learn general game knowledge. Dang it. He's got speed on the Turok. Live! Yes! That's why you don't sack attack. I think there's only a few select players with ults, and all of them have the potential to match into players the same rank that they're playing against now, so it's just kind of irrelevant. I should have rockfalled. I should just win this end game because Inky lived. Bro, Shatish. Shatish, how much damage do you have on that? Is that like a 300 attack 2-Vine? Hey, D1, D1. Both accounts very high. You don't play the ult as a regular ult. It's just another account. Yeah, I think the question is like, why would you play on another ult? It's just, I don't know. Don't really know. Use your ult first. I can't really understand why or what the purpose of an ult is. I suppose the argument to hide your teams and stuff for big tournaments makes some sense for players. And I can understand wanting to have a lower ranked ult to find faster matches just to play. I think it's a little bit of a mindset issue, just of new players. I don't know. And yet this game really gives such an advantage to players with more knowledge, so a new player that doesn't have as much knowledge as an experienced one is definitely at a disadvantage. I think it's just that you have to be okay losing games. If you come into Temtem expecting to win every single match, you're in the wrong game. You started playing last month, and those ults were a nightmare to face. Yeah, I mean, ideally, those ults rise in the ranks really quickly and go back up to legends and match up there where they belong, and they kind of stay out of the gold diamond area. If you start matching into ults like 60+% of the time, I could definitely understand the frustration. But if at least every other match is like a good match, a bad match, it still kind of sucks because there's so much time between queues and taking up in the matches, but it's at least not bad. And not the weekly activities. Yeah, yep. Back in early access, that was definitely a big thing. Now money is just so free on ladder. Make like 400k a week. You match against Funky as gold once, but see that's the thing. That's not even an alt issue. That's just a player population issue, and that's what I think a lot of stuff stems from. If we just had more players, alts wouldn't really matter that much because the top tier players would still be matching against other legends in short queues, and so they wouldn't have to create lower accounts to just be able to match people. I mean, Funky running into you as a gold 1 means that either you or him was probably in a 13-minute queue. Like that's a long queue. How are we gonna get this ladder queue popping? Players still interested? Look at League. No one wants the ladder right now. Is there a League match going on? I thought I checked and there wasn't. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, right now is one of the deadest times on ladder. It's getting close to reset on a Sunday. You mean in general? Well, in general, it's just there's all the hype for 1.5. 1.5 should have a lot of great changes for the game, especially with the last mythical. Has a bunch of PvP or PvE bonuses. And then I'm really hoping, like, it's going to be the first update where we get to see what they mean by sharpening identities Tems. Every Tem kind of has the same goal of just clicking offensive moves, and like you slot 4 moves and you just hope to get type advantage and speed advantage against your opponent and kill them before they can move. But hopefully with some tools that are specifically designed to fit the Tem's playstyle, things will be good. Okay. Oh, Bumgum. I don't know if you're watching today, but hello if you are. So this is the team I was talking about earlier, Broccolum Saku, that's just really strong and hard to beat. And the natures. Toxicromion, Fairban. There's so many things that can kind of ruin the 2-wire strategy portion. Two-wire doesn't have a lot of immediate counters though. For Turok. Increased to Mystical's Luma odds is hype. I'm a little worried. It looks like from Ya's comments, if we try and interpret those, they're basically hieroglyphs, but it looks like you can only get Luma odd or Luma mythicals from like 2 to 3 and 3 to 5. Or no, because for layers in the update, they're changing so you can play with 1 player, 2 players, or 3 to 5. It seems like solo layers you will not be able to get Luma Chance at all, is what they're changing it to. 2 players you can get Luma Chance, but it's probably just base odds. So it's actually going to be only slightly increased, which is really sad. I was hoping to see it much higher. Like 5 times, but it's probably just going to be like 2 times. And trying to coordinate 3 to 5 people is just going to be awful. If it's like 4 times, that would be okay. 5 times, great. 10 times, yes. Like, make it realistic for us, please, Crema. Hello, Broccolem. Both Digis being banned, that's fair. Team does not like Digis. I have 2 Earths currently, so Scaravolt's not really an issue. You don't expect more than the 2 times. I suppose that's about as much as we can ask for. They still got to keep it somewhat exclusive, but I'm high on Hopium for this patch. I really am. Jutsu's going to be an issue. I want something else to beat it. On the right side, I know this entire team's spread, so I know that my Grumper outspeeds Tutsu, unless Bum went around and changed him. Don't think it's an increase in Luma chances, just the 3 to 5 has the... No. Well, there's a star next to the 2 player, so I think it's if the 1 player cannot spawn Luma. 2 players can spawn Luma, but probably base odds, and then 3 to 5 looks like it has the ability to spawn. Or like increased chances. At least that's what it looks like to me. But yes, hello. Stars only next to 3. Wait. Oh my goodness, you're right. I thought it was. My brain thought it was star and then star arrow, but no, it's just an arrow at 2. Yuck. Okay. Oh, B-Bombs, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Psypets. Swap. Oh, really? Is it a double swap? Yeah, okay. Deflate type for sure? Yeah, 100%. Numbers ever come out, it's supposed to be worse than Luma odds, so I guess we better get used to it. Yeah. Yikes. If Orpho survives this turn, Saku dies, which is very nice. Okay, that's good. Tag team Saku might live actually, but no, it still dies, yeah. Orphle dies to the Feather Gut, but this is still in my favor. Saku was really strong against my team. This is the perfect turn for Inky to come in now. Gario's cooked to live a plague, but not a resin trap. Inky probably dies here to the high toe though. So a greedy Nox bomb. See, Bumgum. The issue is I know exactly what your team wants to do, and you don't know what mine does. You don't want to get blinded by neon blue momos. There are some pretty bright dyes in this game, that's for sure. Wonder how much HP it would be to live that. Using Turbine here just to make sure Saipak goes down. Don't want to take any risks. Saipak has to go for Turok because Turok beats... no. Turbine may have actually killed Grumper there, but once again not knowing that I'm a speedy Grumper. This is just a kind of an info diff here. I definitely should have lost this game, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do against my own team that I literally cannot craft something real well to beat my own team. GG's bum. Alright. Oh, back where we started the day at. That's nice. I guess that was both my missions. I'll play one more little bonus game for you guys, and then I'm going to end the stream. Yeah. Like, initially this team was, like, I don't know. The fact that this team loses to bulky aggro means something's got to change. The whole idea was that the fast Grumper, it was a fast Broccolum too. Yeah, very unfortunate. It was just kind of info diff there, because I knew your entire team, and exactly what I would outspeed. And you didn't know mine, but GG's. GG's. I think if we play again, you beat me every time. But yeah, I was saying, like, the high damage core I have here with these four, Chromion, Orphil, 2-Wire, and Inky, it can break through most mid-range, but it still struggles against bulky offense. So, I mean, even the Broccolum and the Grumper, they can live 2 hits from a faster offensive team, but they just don't dish out enough damage. They don't have the same damage increasing traits that Inky and Orphil and Chromion do. I know I saw Hazarov. He was running a Lowaddle free blue screen team. That looked kind of fun. I feel like it would be kind of inconsistent, and if Loaddle gets banned, I'm not sure what you would do much. It's kind of speed control mixed with a little bit of sleep and freeze. And some of you know how much I love control teams. I can't. I feel like any team that revolves too much around one singular Tem is inconsistent. So stuff like that would be kind of rough. Some Mimic teams fall into that category. I know most stall teams nowadays, just because Karen's the only good support, if Karen gets banned, it can kind of just be over from there. There's not a whole lot of strategies, though, where banning one Tem makes everything fall apart, though. I guess Digi-Aggro has a rough time after Gazuma gets banned. There was some talk about Mastion earlier today, and I was asked by a viewer to make a team with Mastion in it yesterday. But Mastion just has a few too many issues for me to really get a lot of use out of. It's got decent bulk, and if you hit its max speed, it's kind of similar to Grumper Broccolum, where it hits like 245. But even with Pyromaniac Fire Chip, a Lava Wave just doesn't hit that hard, and it requires you to have synergy. And if you run it bulky, rather than like the fast version in the fishing aggro comps, or even just a general aggro comp, Gario is really Mastion's best friend, but it runs in the same problem of Kapire, where it basically has one Tem that it pairs well with, and it just doesn't have anything that's great in the other slot. Right, it doesn't have a second Tem, so if Gario gets banned out, then Mastion kind of falls apart. Because, I mean, Mastion can hit the fire, or the nature types that want to hit Gario, and Gario can hit the electrics, and isn't weak to the toxics, so. Run Obi with Gazuma for Digi-Aggro? Nah, Hoglip's better. Kip would tell you so. I'd agree. I ran a fast charge Hoglip and it was pretty fun. I couldn't pull it off real well though. I think Mastion's ugly. I think it looks pretty cool. It's just kind of like the Land Shark design. You're not a fan of Garchomp either? Earthquake next season. I mean, we'll look. I'll definitely give all the Chromions and Quaishes a look next season. See if we can get some use out of them. Stuff that we don't normally see. Stuff maybe Crystal Quaish, top tier. Anyone? Honestly, get to a point and need new Tems. Having a dual type of each combination is good, but doesn't cover all the roles for that type. Yep. I mean, I think we can get by without new Tems. What we really need are new techniques that can kind of vary playstyles. Mastion goes well with Bob One Nature Quaish. Yeah, on the fishing aggro comps, it definitely has a spot. For sure. Oshiara too. I guess I can see that. Yeah, queue times are really slow right now, Zolrain, just because it's getting close to a reset time. Most people that were gonna play today have already gone and done that. Oh, this team doesn't look fun. I bet my 2-wire's getting banned. If I ban Hazard, I can kind of force the ban over to Broccolum, which would help a lot. Nope. Okay. Now I need something. It'd be nice if I had something to threaten out Adoro. Inky's the best thing to do that with, but there's still an Osakai. I guess I go Chromion here. I don't do this real often after 2-wire gets banned, I think with this team, it's actually okay. I can still use either Orphle or Psypat to get the Venom spread off, or just use... Okay. Yeah, who needs Venom spread? I'll just double in. Just use harmful microwaves. Because, I mean, 2Wire's got camo, and the Adoro's toxic type. It'd be really painful if this is actually handcuffs Adoro. I know that was popular for a little while. Just don't see it very often anymore, though. I'm gonna ban the Babua, so I don't have to deal with Mimit shenanigans, and also just in case my Toxics die on lead. I can threaten Oshiara with Inky and Psypat. I don't think this is a Grumper game. Only thing Grumper really does is threaten Oshiara a little bit more. But it has a worse matchup into Osakai. Yeah, I guess I could have. That would have been just fine. Another one? Seriously? Man. How many times do I run into this? This is one time where it's really unfortunate for me, though, rather than the other way around. Because now Orphel's useless on this field. I have to bring in Turok now. And just sack a lot of health off of Chromion. Just do this. It happened. He forgot to switch his trade on his 2-wire when he made this team. So he it didn't proc. Yeah, that isolate actually really hurts too. That was the push. Well, we lost 2, but we won 2, and so we're kind of where we started today. Killing Adoro there is super valuable. Pushing backwards? Yeah. Let's just say that was what I'm doing, for sure. I should have just clicked microwaves there. Osakai dies to a venomous claws. Book Water Blade, I'm sure. I don't think that kills. No, it's a max speed Oshiara. Tsunami, do I live? Okay, yeah, I definitely do. That was super risky for him. It was a free board for Psypat to come in. He must know that my Psypat's amphibian. I mean, kind of got lucky I'm able to pivot out of that really bad lead, but yeah, that was interesting. I was almost put in a really bad spot. I'll throw out Turok for now. $95 down to 41. One more will kill. Double kick, unnoticed move flank. There's Venomous Claws the right slot 3 times in a row. And Soil Steam the left. Should be another win. This is a very weird game. But, like, on the bright side, whenever I see a 2-wire where its trade is wrong, I know that people are still experimenting and making new teams, and that is always cool to see. It's just really kind of jarring to see the wrong trait so often. Like, if it was just an occasional thing, it's like, alright, whatever. I swear this happens 1 out of like 30 or 40 games. GG's. Maybe take 7th? No. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be some time to come back from this loss. Katako even moved up. He was 7 earlier today. Amount of times you forget to swap Shween to Guardian. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, it'd definitely be another one. I mean, you catch your opponent off once or twice at the same time, though. It's not like they'll get to find out it's Guardian until... I guess, but if you're using Rage, okay. Alright, well, I guess I could have stayed by the Pookie Pond, but it's going to be all for today. Like I said, shorter stream. Should be back tomorrow. Hopefully we get a good Psypark. Anyone want to guess any predictions while it's recorded in history on stream? I know some people were throwing around maybe getting one of the Arbory Tems that hasn't had a Psypark yet. I think it's like Mintle, Tycho, and maybe even Model. I'm hoping for Model. Ooh, looks really cute, and I don't have one yet. Pyko and Pikachu. Last stream I guess Gazuma was agreed on to be the Pikachu of this game. So Pyko and Gazuma, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You could almost narrow it down if you look at which Tems have gotten Lumisai Parks recently, but I haven't done that in a while, so... Yeah, that'll be all from me. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.